You know, they always say nice guys finish last, but I think modern women are realizing that the good guys and nice guys are starting to finish first because now they're getting rejected by them. I got a banger from Manhood. Let's get straight into this.
Men are now at a point to where they're walking away and they don't mind being alone. Y'all have messed it up. Women, a lot of us have messed it up. And like I said, even surprisingly to me, like, I was noticing and seeing so many men, like, I desire family. I desire commitment. I desire marriage. I desire to have a woman. I want to provide for a woman, take care of a family. Like, men have been wanting that. But now you're starting to see more and more men become more and more comfortable with the idea of not having any of that, because men are valuing and desiring their peace.
Facts.
Over everything else.
I always tell men, protect your peace, man. Go where you're appreciated and celebrated and stop putting up with nonsense. If women aren't going to appreciate you and reciprocate the energy that you're putting towards a relationship, why are you even dealing with it?
Good men not want to be good men. I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. Can you? Can you? I mean, I know physically I can take care of myself. I've been on my own since I was 17. Do I want to take care of myself all the time? No. Do I want to be independent all the time? No, I don't. Do I want to take care of somebody? Yes, I do. Do I want to make sure dinner is cooked and laundry is done and contributing to the household and taking care of the kids? Yes. Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest problems is that a lot of modern women, they want a daddy. They don't want a partner. They don't want a partner. They just want somebody that's going to take care of them monetarily, physically, emotionally, and mainly, financially, monetarily. They want to be able to sit on their tuchuses, stay at home, and do nothing. That's the problem. The good women out there understand that being in a relationship means you have a duty to a man. Like Cass and I's dynamic. What does Cass do? She cooks, cleans, does all the laundry, takes care of everything. Every time I open up my drawer, I have enough socks to get. Every time I'm hungry, there's a hot plate in front of me. Anytime I look in that fridge, there's groceries there. Anytime Loki needs to go to the vet, she schedules that. What do I worry about? Doing the hard work outside, mowing the yard, and providing for the family financially. Cass does her part. And I think that's where a lot of modern women have missed the mark is they've forgotten that they need to do their part. Nowadays, women just want to be taken care of. It's truly sad. They don't want to put anything up for the relationship.
Yes, I do. And then we got all you waffles out here ruining.
Oh, God, not the waffles.
Good men. They don't want to be good men because of feminists.
True.
Women have rejected.
She's got a good point. You know, men are checking out of the dating game because they're like, well, I'm not being appreciated. Women don't like anything that I bring to the table, and they're not bringing anything, so I'll just go be alone. I can do my own dishes. I can cook my own meals.
I don't like finding out that a guy doesn't like me anymore. That he's like over me. What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, probably because you're whack.
What do you mean you're over me? Like you've moved on? That's not how this works. That's not how this works, okay? I was supposed to go my whole life knowing in the back of my mind that you still like me, okay? I was supposed to think that every time I saw you, your heart did a little pitter-patter, okay? Now you've moved on? What does that mean? That's not possible. I don't
mean you were just another girl.
Understand.
This clip kind of exemplifies how a lot of these women think that men are kind of here to serve women and that they couldn't possibly.
That's so true. Yeah, men pedestalize, or women pedestalize themselves and think that a man's job is just here to make sure that they're taken care of. Like I said, these women want daddies. They don't want husbands. They want daddies.
As a professional matchmaker, I see so many great women get declined by men for really silly reasons. So men, what are the main reasons why you would decline meeting a woman? Post your reasons in the comments attached, and I want to see if my theories are correct behind that.
Bro, I'm going to keep it a buck. These women that are matchmakers, they are usually trash. They're so trash. Are they going to show some comments?
As you should.
Shut that door. Shut that door.
As you should.
I think I left him on the seat. 1 second.
Yeah, I don't do that as you should.
I just got
Garbage.
for you. I don't want you to sit on it.
Okay.
He's going to pull off.
Please
on
drive off. Please drive off. Please drive off.
Page did you wake up and realize that you no longer want to be a strong.
She pretty much talks about like coming to the realization that she no longer wants to be a strong, independent Black woman. I would have to say that it's just now hitting me. I just turned 33, and I will say...
It's always the wall, isn't it, chat? It's always the wall. They're like, the wall isn't real. It's not even a thing. They start to hit those 30s. You have less friends to kick it with. You see other people having kids and starting families, and you're like, what's going on? Where are all the men? And they all look at you, and they're like, brother, I'm good.
I think it's this year that it's really hit me that I do not want the title of a strong, independent Black woman.
The main reason...
reality has hit you pretty hard, like a ton of bricks, really. Honey, well, guess what? You've earned the title. There you go. You can have it. You've been practicing it so long throughout your 20s and the best years of your life, you gave them up to be a strong, independent woman. So just keep doing that.
You know what's crazy? I can finally say for myself, I don't want a relationship anymore. I'm happy being alone. I'm okay with coming back home to myself every day, going to work every day. I ain't losing sleep, staying up on the phone with nobody. I ain't got to worry about providing for a female because some of y'all females ain't worth providing for. Because you don't give back to the man that's working his ass off to pay the bills or give you what the fuck you want. While you getting your nails done, he's cutting his fucking hands, getting calloused and shit on them. You know what I mean? It makes no sense because you got to be worthy of a good man. You got to be worthy of someone who's willing to break his fucking back to give you everything he never had.
I agree with this, and that's why I say men are the prize. Because if men are supposed to have the money, wouldn't we be the prize? You know what I mean? Typically, when you think about the prize, you think about you're getting something, you're winning something. It's not just a trophy. A trophy is something different. A trophy is more or less a reward. A prize is like, oh, a prize. Nice. Men are the prize. Women can be a catch, but men are the prize.
Okay, so I'm content with being alone. It's fucking crazy how some of y'all strive and kill yourself over relationships that are not worth it. Don't do it to yourself. It's not fucking worth it. Find yourself first. That's all that matters.
Well, that's why I say you need to fall in love with yourself before you fall in love with anybody else. Because if you go out there thinking another person's going to validate all your feelings and validate how you feel about yourself, bro, you're going to be really alone. Because when that person's gone, you're just going to be depressed.
Are women happier than men or are men happier than women? Let's get into it. I got some science for you today. Studies show that men are actually happier than women. Women constantly score higher in neuroticism in psychological studies. What is neuroticism? Neuroticism is a trait that tends to experience negative emotions like anger, anxiety, self-consciousness, irritability, emotional instability, and depression. Why is this so? Differences in brain chemistry and hormone fluctuations. Women are more prone to stress and ruminate. Men tend to engage in active problem-solving behaviors when they experience stress. And because of their coping mechanism, they are not experiencing as much negative emotions.
Yeah, I mean, facts. Preach it. I'd love to actually see the studies, but checks out to me.
Place.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely, as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're gonna fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable? You can be lonely and have a blast.
9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree.
Are they happy? I've been lonely and happy.
You
can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense. When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
All the sexual power.
I mean, dude's got a really good point. I had never thought about it that way.
Women have when they're young falls off a cliff in extraordinary rapidity. Now, here's the thing, though, is that when we're young and we have less sexual market value than women, supply and demand, hormones and receptivity, we can, if we can screw up for a while, and I'm sure everyone has, I know I have, but then you can recover, right? So, you know, I went to theater school. I got a history degree because I'm all about the earning, right? But then I was like, wake up, dude. And I went and started a software company. So you can shake it off and you can turn things around. If a woman takes full advantage of that sexual magnetism of youth and, you know, Hoingo Boingo's around the community, then by the time she hits her late 30s, it's too late. And then you get like a half century of regret. And one of my biggest tweets was me just saying, women, your eggs die at 40, you live to 80. What are you going to do for 40 years?
I mean, ladies, what are you going to do? Once some eggs are gone, Dead and gone, them eggs are fried and gone. And ladies, a lot of these ladies think they can go out there and freeze their eggs, but sometimes you freeze your eggs and then they're not viable. So it's like, sometimes not even freezing your eggs actually does it. And that's because navigating the dating scene can be absolutely brutal, but so can dealing with the aftermath of an accident. Have you ever been involved in a personal injury case? Over the years as an image consultant, I've worked with many clients recovering from workplace accidents, car accidents, and more. And I was actually shocked to learn how often people lose their personal injury cases. That's why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida of $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. If you've been injured in an accident, don't wait. You can go visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, to start your free claim today. Y'all know what time it is. Loki, you want that chicken jerky, bruh? Is that what you want, homie? Loki, can we get some freeze in the chat? Loki? Free. Oh man, he's loving that chicken jerk. I love that chicken jerk, Papa. I'm loving it. Call me BK. Get me a crown. I'm loving it.
Key for a man is self-control. For a man, your body sometimes speaks against you. It will crave, pleasure all the time. Your key to successful mental health is complete and
well, dude, this is why I say discipline's the highest form of self-love. Like, if you don't go out there in the world and have discipline with what you do with your body, your mind, your soul, your money, like, bro, you are losing, in my opinion. You are 100% losing, bro. You gotta have discipline. Do you think I like waking up early? You think I like going to the gym? You think I like getting 10,000 steps a day? You think I like working out? You think I like doing things physically? No, I'd much rather just sit on the couch and eat freaking Cheetos and beef jerky and drink Topo Chicos all day and play video games. I'd much rather do that. But I know that if I do that, I'm going to be depressed. So I know I have to go out there and do these things.
It is very hard to communicate facts without your interpretation of them or how people feel. I'm saying...
Yeah, that to me, that's always called tone policing. Oh, I don't like the way you said it.
Men will walk away. And men will walk away for two reasons. Number one reason, the quality of wives is too low. The women are too overweight. Not all. The women are too overweight. The women are too slutty. And the women, there's just not enough quality wives. Aaron Clary broke down the numbers that Michael Knowles, he was kind of disputing them in our debate. But Aaron Clary did a whole video you can look up on his channel from the Book of Numbers, going through how they got to the 5% of women are marriageable stat.
Golly. Then that goes back to what I talk about. 95% of women go for 5% of the men. I guess it's the other way. 95% of women aren't eligible or aren't fit to be married, where 5% actually are.
I thought that I had it all, and there was something missing from my life. So
a man.
I ended things with the guy who treated me like a princess and would have been the best husband to me. And I started chasing this feeling that was never matched.
That unexplained feeling that she could do better, that's called hypergamy.
Yeah, hypergamy. Well, women wait at the finish line to pick the winners. They always think they can do better. It goes back to the husband store. Have you guys ever heard the husband store thing? It's like there's like multiple floors, and then, every woman gets to the 6th floor, and it's like, your visitor, 1,500,000 whatever, because women are never satisfied.
I regret leaving this type of guy? I'm about to tell you in this video. First off, it took them a while to commit to begin with. Then when they finally do commit and they're settled and they're in a relationship, and a woman decides to either end the relationship, they cheat, or they do something that betrays this type of man's trust. Yep. Essentially, when you hurt this type of guy. Ladies, there is no coming back from that. It's almost an impossibility.
I'm not gonna lie, she hit the nail right on the head.
Well, I always say this: if a woman cheats on you, bro, never take her back, bro. Never take her back. You're just, women typically cheat emotionally, where men can cheat physically, in my opinion. And if a woman cheats on you, bro, she's trying to monkey branch onto the next one. And I know I've said this monkey branch a lot, but what I mean is, like, so when you see a monkey swing on a branch, They have a longer branch, and they swing up to try to grab onto a branch that's a little bit higher. That's what they keep doing. They try to grab on the branch that's just a little higher, so they can get up and up and up. It's just hypergamy.
Really hasn't deterred finding somebody who is serious about dating me at all.
But are they good men who will stick around in the long term? Are they the kind of guys who are virtuous?
This is what a lot of these modern women say. It's like, well, I have a plethora of good men that want me, or I have a plethora of men, not good men. I have a plethora of men that want me, but are any of those men good enough for you to actually date or marry? And almost all the time the answer is no.
Attractive girl, but you're 21 years old right now, right? Yes, you're going to find, you guys are beautiful women. You guys are going to find guys that want to marry you. Are they the kind of guys that are going to stick around? Are they the kind of guys that are solid men? Are you guys going to have good relationships that will last a long time?
Yeah, more than likely not. These guys are just looking to smush and push. They're not actually looking to, you know what I mean, like actually be with you. That's why, that's why we say women are marketers and men are salesmen. Ladies, you're selling a product, and everything that you're marketing to men is what they want to buy. If you're marketing that you are 304 or a runner, that's what men want to buy.
Most entitled modern women keep losing good men.
I have 3 kids, but 2 are grown and 1 is 13. So would I be entitled to a high value man? And I make 6 figures. I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But
no, you're not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not. Were you married to their fathers?
Yes.
Okay, but you're divorced now?
Yes.
How tall are you?
5'7".
Dress size?
14. Yes.
My God. Big bag. 14.
If you worked at Walmart, would you be wanting the same kind of man you want now?
It would be in a different mind frame.
You may be in a different mind frame, but you'd still be in the same body. At the end of the day, ma'am, you ladies have a disagreement with reality. So I get that you may want them, but what does he want? That's what you ladies need to ask yourself. What do the kind of men that you
want from a woman? And they never ask themselves that question, bro. They never sit there and look in the mirror and ask themselves that question. Shout out to the Godfather. Let's go jump into the Discord and see what we got here. Oh my God, one of you guys posted this. This is good. Rachel Zegler, bro. That whole Snow White and the failed feminist fairy tale. She got cooked. She probably cooked her own career, to be honest with you. Thoughts on this? Let's see.
Would you let him slip it? By accident?
I make too much money to let that shit happen.
How much money you make a year?
$30,000 a year.
How much?
$30,000 a year.
30,000 a year or 30,000? Because 30,000 a year is not that much money.
How much money you make at the end of the year?
I make $14,000 a month. I'm not impressed.
He makes your yearly salary in 2 months.
I didn't ask you for this, but I told you how much I'm making now. Good for you.
How do you make that in a month?
I sell solar.
Solar?
Solar, yeah.
So you make 14 grand a month?
Yes.
14 grand a month is great money, dude. It's really good money. You can make 14 grand a month. You're doing very well as a young man. Very well. I wasn't making 14 grand a month until I was well off into my sales career, bro.
It's a neutral thing. She's a young girl. She needs to learn herself. I didn't know myself when I was 22.
No, you don't need to know yourself. You need to be taught yourself.
By
so the
who?
thing is this.
By who?
By your man,
No.
the man that you choose.
No.
So when a father sets standards and has boundaries for his daughter, the daughter isn't looking at the father like he's being controlling or he's being insecure. The daughter looks at the father like he loves me and he's trying to protect me. You get it? So the thing is, when you are a girl living under the roof with your father, when you leave out his household and you get with a man, that man becomes your father. And his standard and his guidelines and the boundaries that he sets, you follow.
No.
She didn't like the word father.
Think about it, ladies. No. You want the man to protect and provide for you in a relationship. You do. Your father was protecting and providing for you before you got into the relationship. Your father and that man that you're with, they got the same mind. All niggas basically think alike. So
I mean, he's got a point. I don't agree with the word using father for both. It's a little weird. Moving in with your next daddy. Hey, this is your stepfather. Sure, there's enough of those videos out there. We got one more clip here. What is this one about? Oh, Lord have mercy. She's crying. Shocker.
The thrift store and this guy kept following me around.
Okay, so far not so good.
I was like, what do you want? Like, you're being weird. And then he asked me out on a date and I was like, what would make you think that I would say yes? You're so ugly. And then it made me realize, like, every time I leave the house, it's always ugly, old, creepy men that follow me around stores. And I'm like, why would you think that we're in the same
Baby girl, you look like Squidward's cousin. What are you wearing?
league? And it really messes with my head. Like, it really messes with my confidence because I'm like, maybe I am ugly.
You are. I mean, you're not cute.
Like,
you're like average.
Like beauty, then what do I have?
A personality? There is.
Well, dude, that's a problem. It's a lot of these mid women, like, just not realizing that their marketplace value is just not as high as they think it is. It's an inflated sense of self and inflated sense of ego. Not everybody's pretty, bro. Trust me, ladies, if you were a 10, modeling scouts would be calling you, banging your phone. You could work at Chipotle and a modeling scout would find you. The beautiful people, beautiful and gorgeous women especially, and men too, ones that are extremely handsome, they're on the covers of magazines. They're on runways. They're in Vogue. They're models. If you're not a model, you're probably average looking. I hate to break it to you. I wanted to be a model. Trust me, when I got around actual dudes who were models, I was like, oh, I'm beat to bits, bro. I'm beat to bits. I might have a pretty good personality, but when it comes to the looks, these guys got me beat by a mile. Loki, you are not on your place at all. All the way on your place. He's ready to get up. He's been good today. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go to LeviNichs.com for all your merch needs, ebook needs, and then you can book a one-on-one consultation with me for looks maxing advice, relationship advice, or a reality check. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.